I just recently got this camera. It's an amazing camera that takes great photos, and it's the first digital camera for photography that I've ever bought. I want to get out and take more photos and document my life. Although it's not my first camera. On my trip to Japan, I bought this film camera from a small shop in Akihabara. A Fuji Cardia Travel Mini Dual P. It takes really nice photos. It has two focal lengths, 28mm and 45mm, and it also has a flash. You can even burn the current date into the corner of the image, like most of the photos my parents took in the 80s and 90s. But the most recent year I can set it to is 2019. So in about 60 years it'll be an accurate feature again. Having this camera with me while traveling with my two best friends to Tokyo, Osaka, Hiroshima and Kyoto, as well as my walk around Shikoku, was really meaningful for me to be able to document it in a nice way. Throughout the following year, I continued to take photos with it. But film is expensive, especially when you don't process the negatives yourself. So there was always some hesitation to bring it out. I didn't want to waste my roll. And that is not the approach I want to have to photography. The feedback loop was also so long where it could take me months before seeing how the photos actually turned out. I also still have the 3 latest rolls undeveloped. But every time I get a roll developed, it feels like a time capsule where I get to see the highlights of that year. So I won't stop using it. I think it still has a nice place in my life. All the 100 plus photos we took in Japan with this camera and a friend's camera as well, I've now printed so I can make a photo book out of them. Get the photos out of a folder on my computer to something that I can pick up and look through. Shortly after getting back from Asia, I bought this camera, the FX30. Now this takes incredible photos as well, but it is more geared towards video. And I thought video was the medium that I wanted to spend 95% of my time with. And I've used it a lot, partially to make videos here on my YouTube channel and home videos from my sister's graduation, spending time with family on a trip to Italy. And I really love it, but its size makes it cumbersome. I wanted a camera that can do both video and photography. One that I can easily take with me wherever I go, that is light enough to make me want to pick it up every day. And you've probably heard it before, but the best camera is the one that you have with you. I briefly looked at the Fujifilm X100 series as an everyday camera, but in the end decided to stay within the Sony ecosystem. I won't be keeping this camera. I would love to, but it doesn't really make sense financially to do so. I am not at the caliber where I need a specialized piece of equipment just for video. Maybe one day I'll be there. I'm trying to throw together this video quite quickly, so I haven't sold the FX30 before I finish filming all the B-roll. Some photographers that I take a lot of inspiration from is Craig Maud, Kevin Kelly and Adrian Sanguinetti. In addition to the photos they have taken, I admire their approach to photography, of traveling with the purpose of documenting their surroundings and using photography as a medium for art. So I landed on this camera, the Sony A7C Mark II. And it's the same model of camera that Adrian uses for the majority of his photography. Not that I need the latest gear or the best camera, but it was about the same price that I could sell the FX30 from, so it kind of feels like I'm just trading one for the other. With my short time of owning this camera, I've taken some photos that I'm extremely proud of. It's incredibly addicting to treat this as a tool that you can master and learn how shutter speed, ISO, exposure and aperture can be tweaked and combined to get completely different results. I don't have that many examples of that yet, but from what I've seen, I love having a viewfinder to better compose my images. I completely underestimated how satisfying a mechanical shutter is. Every time I hit the release on this full-frame monster, dopamine rushes through me. Something you don't get with the artificial shutter on the FX30. I love editing my photos in Lightroom. I haven't gone that deep into the features it offers yet, but I'm looking forward to improving and finding my style of editing. I've been watching a lot of Adrian's videos where he walks around Japan and narrates while he composes his photography. I also have some trips planned this year to make it also more fun. I'm going to London for the first time in a couple of weeks. I'll be in Chamonix during Easter, and in August I'll go back to Japan. And the camera is the first thing that I'll be packing. I don't know if this is the right camera for you. It might be. You might also want something completely different, and that's really cool. But as long as you share the photos that you take so I can look at them and be inspired to become better myself. I started a Substack and an Instagram account connected to this YouTube channel, so if you want to see a public archive of my photography journey, super fun. Thank you for watching, bye.